believe the witness of the Father. Grace and peace, everybody. Welcome to Sabbath School Study Group. I hope you've had the chance to watch the 2 previous studies in this 5-part series. This is part 3 because they're building to what we're looking at now for the next 3 parts. And that's to believe the various witnesses. Witnesses are required in this great controversy because we've been given a choice. And that choice doesn't change the truth. We've been called whether or not to choose that truth. And when we make this choice, it adjusts our perspective. So in order to have that experience, let's trust what the Father has shown us. But before we get into the witness of the Father, I want to thank you for watching. Of course, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and by all means, share this video with someone else. And if you need more, go for it. That's at the website, changeministry.org. You're going to see this study and a whole lot more. In fact, there's an entire section devoted to health, plant-based, vegan recipes, and natural healing. They're all available online at changeministry.org/health. So, the witness of the Father, literal statements and things that God has said to testify that Jesus is Lord. In John 5:37, it says, the Father himself, now this is Jesus' testimony, the Father himself, which hath sent me, hath borne witness of me. Now that's it right there. We could really shut down the whole study in one verse. But he continues, so we continue. You've neither heard his voice at any time, nor seen his shape. And ye have not his word abiding in you. For whom he hath sent, him ye believe not. Powerful verse, really descriptive, because Jesus says you haven't heard his voice and you haven't seen his shape, which means that God has a voice, which means that God has a shape. He has a person. He says, I've seen him, I've heard him, but you haven't. He's trying to hold up and articulate the reality of who God is, to say that he's revealed me. And I know who he is because I've been around him. So Jesus himself says that the Father knows who I am. He's a witness to my ministry. But over here in Matthew chapter 3, verse 16 and 17, it continues that Jesus, when he was baptized, went up straightway out of the water. And lo, the heavens were opened unto him, and he saw the Spirit of God descending like a dove and lighting upon him. And lo, a voice from heaven saying, this is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. So what Jesus says in John, this is the actual witness and testimony at his baptism in Matthew. I love that we have these complementing gospels that take the same event and give us a different perspective, because here we see that the Spirit is defined as the Spirit of God. God is gifting Jesus with his Spirit to affirm that he is who he is. God then speaks aloud and says, this is my beloved Son in whom I'm well pleased. I'm not just with him by my Spirit, but I'm going to speak so you all can hear and know this is the Lamb. This is the gift that I've given to you in order to get all of you back home with me. In John 12, verse 28, Jesus says, Father, glorify thy name. And as Jesus is praying, then came there a voice from heaven saying, I have both glorified it and will glorify it again. The people, therefore, that stood by and heard it said that it thundered. Others said, an angel spake to him. Jesus answered and said, this voice came not because of me, but for your sakes. This voice came to be a witness for your sakes. Jesus said, I already know who I am. I have a firm grasp on my identity. But again, our Heavenly Father steps into the picture in order to bear witness so that we can believe this is the one. So in this instance, the fact that you even have other people saying, I heard something. Some say, I heard a voice. Others say, I heard thunder. God spoke again. Do we need any more evidence? Apparently, several billion people do, which is one of the reasons why we're having this study today. We live in a world where most people don't believe that Jesus is Lord, that he has already come. Messiah has arrived. He's been revealed. It's so important to know that he's been revealed, because then and only then can we have that hope that the one who was revealed is returning soon.